C.P. Reyes Hospital and Angeline M. Reyes, petitioners, versus Geraldine M. Barosa, responded under General Rule Number 228357 on April 16, 2024, Anba. Geraldine M. Barbosa was hired as a training supervisor at C.P. Reyes Hospital under a 6-month probationary contract. After being absent without leave for 3 days, she received a notice to explain her absences. Barbosa provided explanations and medical certificates for her absences on November 7 and 8, 2013. Despite this, her employment was terminated on December 30, 2013 due to alleged failure to meet the hospital's performance standards. The labor arbiter ruled her dismissal illegal. However, the NLRC reversed this decision, emphasizing that the arbiter only considered numerical evaluations and not qualitative feedback from her evaluators. What constitutes valid grounds for terminating a probationary employee? How should performance evaluations be conducted and communicated to probationary employees? What rights do probationary employees have regarding security of tenure? Or how are back wages calculated for illegally dismissed probationary employees? The Supreme Court ruled that Barbosa was illegally dismissed, affirming her entitlement to back wages from January 1, 2014 until the finality of the decision. The ruling emphasized that probationary employees have a right to security of tenure and must be evaluated fairly based on pre-established standards. The court found that Barbosa met the performance standards required regularization and that the hospital claims of unsatisfactory performance were unfounded. Patricia Halagenia and others versus Philippine Airlines Incorporated under General Rule Number 243259 on January 10, 2022. Patricia Halagenia and other female flight attendants of Philippine Airlines Incorporated or PAL challenged a provision in the collective bargaining agreement that mandated compulsory retirement at 55 for women and 60 for men. They filed a petition for declaratory relief with the Regional Trial Court of Makati City on July 29, 2024, seeking to nullify this provision as discriminatory against women, violating the Constitution, Labor Code, and international conventions. The trial court issued a temporary restraining order, but PAL contested jurisdiction, leading to appeals that ultimately reached the Supreme Court. Is the CBA provision setting different retirement ages discriminatory against women? Or does the Regional Trial Court have jurisdiction over this case as a labor dispute? On January 10, 2023, the Supreme Court ruled that the provision in the collective bargaining agreement mandating compulsory retirement at 55 for female flight attendants and 60 for male was discriminatory and void. The ruling reinstated the lower court's decision declaring the provision null and void. This decision reinstated the rights, affirming that such gender-based distinction in employment terms violate constitutional guarantees of equality and international convention against discrimination, thereby ensuring that female flight attendants are treated equally in terms of retirement age.